never hears this story. As bad as it may be, it's a light at the end of this tunnel. And we're going to get there. But first, we need to talk about getting ready to get out.
Getting ready to get out?
Yeah. Now, you know now.
Oh.
I know I'm coming home.
I'm coming home. I'm keeping my same routine because it's always a little unspoken word that niggas might try to mess your
Yeah, that's
up.
what I was going to go. Yeah.
Yeah, niggas trying to mess your parole up. But like I said, I ain't causing no trouble in there. There's a couple things that can get you in trouble in there. Gambling, playing basketball, and messing with the punks. That will get you murdered in there.
They call it boy pussy.
Yeah.
That don't even fucking sound
right.
attractive.
Boy pussy.
Yeah.
I don't even want to make eye contact with these ones that I know because they feel like they can converse. Hey, LeBron. Then I got all these niggas like, damn,
He's
Bron.
speaking to you?
Yeah.
And they always want a real one. They you know what I'm saying? They always want to be the one that turns somebody. You know what I'm saying? That, yeah. You know, it's like us getting the girl virginity. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, exactly. So I saw the most gayest attributes the last 4 months I was there that I seen my whole time there. I mean, people just out blatant. They actually bought a transgender to my prison to the same block I was on.
They trying to get you set up.
They weren't trying to get me set up. I mean, everybody was acting like they was creating separation, but as the little weeks went by, people was out there talking to them in the day room. I'm like, look at these niggas here. One guy hadn't even been too long, came off the street. They in the day room holding hands. Like, bro, you were just out there with some ass. Now you in here playing with this boy pussy.
Boy pussy.
Yeah. Yep.
That's just some mental fucking.
Yeah.
It's mental abuse, bro.
And those last 4 months, like, I cried. I never tried to show weakness in there because crying is a sign of weakness. But when you're in there and things happen, people die and stuff, people get married, and you don't really get a chance to express your feelings because you can't really cry. Because somebody see you cry, they take it as a sign of weakness. Yeah. So I never really get a chance to mourn over anything.
Did you you lost people in there? Like,
yeah, I lost an uncle. He was a close uncle, but that was the only one. I lost an uncle. I lost a couple of friends in there. I don't know if they maybe thought I was just gonna try to calm down for some money.
Right.
But I didn't. My wife had me, and I got my little dividends from my job.
I had a cousin that he back and forth in prison his whole life. Basically he came down here for a little while, then went back to Houston and got in some trouble, sold some dope, went to jail. His mom passed away while he was in prison, which was my auntie. And I've always, my mama passed away. It's the hardest thing in the world for a mama's boy. Mm-hmm. And I really, me and him wasn't talking, we wasn't cool, but I prayed for him so hard because I'm like, I know how you feeling. Yeah. And I don't know how you feeling because I was able to pay for my mama's funeral. I was able to go see her before she passed. I was able to plan her stuff. I was able to say my final goodbyes, and he'll never get that chance. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, it's crazy, man.
And they make it hard for you. Like if you do lose someone, they make it hard for you to attend a funeral because now you have to pay the officers overtime for them to escort you there. You can only go there and view the body by yourself. Can't nobody else be in there, and it's literally minutes. Yeah. And they take it right back, and you got to pay so much money. But I'm a backtrack just slightly. So there was a highlight too in prison. So they tried to make us jump through a lot of hoops, right? So I asked my girlfriend at the time, Monica, to marry me while I was in prison. She accepted. I had some money. I arranged with her mom. Got a little ring, the little bittiest little ring that you can get, but she wore it with pride.
Yeah, real one.
And we got married in prison. So
did you get the conjugals?
No, they don't do that.
You still ain't getting no pussy?
Nah.
Shit.
I just got a little rub on the butt. That's about all they can give you. All they can give you.
You was doing it for the pussy though. Yeah. Yeah. You like me. You a real one. All about the pussy.
Right.
Yeah, we pay for it. We don't care. My wife's fucking spoiled out this world. I don't care. My friends talk, you do it. I don't care.
Yeah.
She's soft. Yeah. She smells good when she comes out the shower.
Yeah.
I get to see her trot. Like, who gives a fuck? She wants to go on vacation. Cool. Book it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
She never has headaches. She's never sick. She never not puts out. She never not in the mood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Okay, so y'all get married.
Yeah, we got married. So
that's a major accomplishment though, because you've been down for how long before y'all get married?
So we got married in 2016. So from 07
shit
to 2016
Yeah,
is when we
you
got
been
married.
down there.
So of
Been down
course
9 years.
yeah. So another thing they try to make us run through hoops. They're like, all right, you got to get a marriage license. So Somerset doesn't allow inmates to get licensed. So my wife searched every county until she found one that'll give a inmate a marriage license to get married.
That's real.
She found it. Then it was like, all right, well,
Where's it at? No, fuck that. Where's it at? What county?
Schuylkill County.
Schuylkill County.
It's spelled like
Shout out Schuylkill County, baby.
Schuylkill County, Pennsylvania. I don't even know what major cities in there, but of course they make you run through. They're like, well, you got to send $300 out of your account to us and write a letter on why you want to get married. I wrote a nice little letter. I give you $300 out of my account. I think my wife sent me half of it though. She like, I give you one.
That's cool.
Yeah, but it was in there. Sent it to them. They sent me back their approval. Now I got to get approval through the prison. Now we had a warden at the time. She was a female.
Oh shit.
Female. No, she was on it.
Okay.
So, make a long story short, we was the first prison. I mean, we was the first marriage to happen in that prison.
For real?
Yes.
That's real.
We was first. Now everybody's like, yo, Brian, I'm trying to get my how you do it?
School. What city was it?
Schuylkill County.
Schuylkill County, my guy. Schuylkill County.
Oh, they got it done before we left. Two more marriages happened.
So you was the originator.
I was the originator of it. I told them what they had to go through, and if their girl was on point and wanted to do it, she's gonna have to jump through some hoops too.
Yeah.
You know, and we did. They had the COs in there. I had the security officer, the commander come down, the warden come down. They was congratulating me, but they kind of wanted to see how it was going to work out.
Yeah.
And they took us in this room because it was during visiting hours. So they took us in this side room, and we took little pictures and stuff. And
Who was your best man?
my best man was a CO. I can't really. I don't even know if he still works there,
Okay.
but I kind of keep up with him on
yeah.
Facebook now.
Okay.
But I was like, yo, when we have our re-wedding, you're invited, but he wasn't able to attend.
okay.
Yeah.
That's real though that he did that for you.
Yeah.
But you stayed solid though.
Mhm.
I thought it was gonna be Pookie.
A lot of them was cool.
I thought
All
Pookie
those
was
guys-
gonna be your best man.
Oh no. All
Pookie
those
from
guys
Cell
was
Block
cool.
19. Yeah.
No. We weren't allowed to do that.
Did you was that a weight off your back? Weight off your shoulder once you got married? Because it's like I finally gave her something she wanted. She done rode with me this time. I wanted it too, but now it's official. Like this is mine.
So
Or was it like, damn, I can't even fucking see my wife?
no, just not see my wife. It's just we need to consummate the marriage.
Yeah.
I really wanted that so bad, but
I
it just-
bet you did.
Yeah, it's just not what's
fucking
happening.
right hand. I'm sick of you.
Yeah.
I'm 9 years in. I don't
Yeah,
even jack off, but if I go to jail, I'm in that motherfucker
She
trying to
ain't
see
left
which
hand
one I can
yet.
get right with. What's the best one?
Yeah,
Shit.
the left one ended up being the best one.
Shit, hey, listen, no judgment here, my brother.
Right,
I
right,
would have
right,
been in
right.
that motherfucker. My cousin told me he used to get a
Fifi?
glove.
Yeah, Fifi, they make them Fifi's glove and tuck it inside out. Yeah, however they do
yeah,
it.
my cousin said he was
I ain't never made one.
Shit, he said he was a Fifi king. Goddamn,
He
he
said-
said he was
Yeah,
some bitch.
that's what we call it. Another state might call it something different.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
shit's crazy. So you had mixed feelings.
I did have mixed feelings, yeah. But
Let's get
Well,
out. Let's go to the get out. I want to get out this motherfucker.
so the day we get out, she's a little frustrated because the lady up there was like, "Yeah, he'll be back." And she's like, "Well, you don't." That kind of messed her up. But we get out in the car, and she's taking pictures.
no,
of
no,
me.
no.
What?
Fuck that. Take me through
To the house.
8:00. In the morning, I got up. I want to know the fucking
Oh.
process, cause I want to get you to that door. I want to know everything you're doing until you get to that door.
Like I said, I stay in my same routine. I go down for breakfast. Me and my celly just had to move into a different block the night before because they were doing some move. So the CO one of the first COs I had met when I first got there happened to be on. It's gonna be my last day there,
Right.
and he like messing with me. I was like, "Yo, man, they're supposed to be calling me. I got to sign some paperwork, some exit papers." Like, they ain't called you yet.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Go. He said, "Go somewhere, and sit down, bro." I said,
What?
Yeah. He's like, "No, but he's joking." He's like, "Go sit down somewhere." I said, "I'm gonna sit right here by my phone, by a phone, and ain't nobody gonna move me because I'm sitting right here because I'm trying to get in touch with my wife." So I'm calling him like I'm trying to see if she's here. She ain't answering the phone. I said, "Well, she's up here because she's
Yeah.
not answering the phone."
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there, and every time the phone ring, I'm like, I'm peeking. He's like, "Nope, it's not for you, Johnson. It's not for you." So finally called. I got all my stuff packed. I go up. Everybody's trying to give me the address. I'm like, "Nah, nigga, not now. I'm out." I walk down the path. Everybody knows I'm leaving. Yo, Brian, yo, Johnson, keep up, man. I'm like, all right. Only thing I carry out with me is some paperwork, and my Bible.
Oh, that's
I
right.
had my aunt send me a King James Version Bible in. I went to church, every Sunday. I prayed. We had a group of guys that was good. We was, that's all I wanted to take out my Bible.
Right.
I left my typewriter. I left my TV with somebody. They had just given us these music tablets. I left that. I said,
I don't need that
just
shit.
give it. Yeah, I don't want it.
That's it.
I told my wife, I don't want no white towels, no white underwear,
Yeah, buddy.
washcloths. I'm tired of seeing I need some color. So they woke me up. They changed me out. She brings me a pair of clothes. Like I said, she's aggravated. So I asked her, bring me some cami pants, I want a black hoodie, and some Timberlands. That's what I want to wear out.
Should have got a Maple Property hoodie, but okay, go ahead.
That will be next,
Yeah.
but not coming out of prison. Yeah, but that would be the next thing. But they didn't allow her to bring the hoodie in. What
Was it
who had
cold?
Trayvon?
It was cold?
No. What Trayvon got? He had a black
Oh.
hoodie, the black. They told her she couldn't bring that.
Okay.
So it's winter time, of course. So I walk out. I got on like 16 pair of T-shirts, and we get out. I throw on the Timberland boots. We hug and embrace and kiss. They're giving me paperwork back, and I'm still kissing her on the cheek, to sign and stuff.
Man.
Yeah. And we get out to the car. We get out to the parking lot, and she's telling everybody on Facebook. I don't really know what Facebook is.
Yeah. I definitely want to ask that. When you went in, what phone was it?
iPhone 1. I had it. I had just bought the
iPhone
1.
1. When
I
you
bought
got
it
out,
in,
it was
like,
a
June.
When you got out, it was a 12.
Was it a 12?
If you did
11.
12 years, it was 11. Okay, that 12 hadn't dropped yet.
So I get to the 11. I don't know what to do. See, my wife went through all the phases of
Yeah,
working up on it.
yeah.
I just still don't know what to do. So I'm amazed. I'm in there on the phone. I pull up some porn. I'm like, God damn, porn like this? I'm like, God damn. I'm looking at all this stuff. I'm like, shh. I said nothing was going to get better than this one. We're on 11. So I'm
It's way better.
way better.
I'd have been driving home.
Mm.
Oh, I'd have got in the parking lot. It had to be something.
No. So I threw those shoes off that I had to put on the Timbs. Like I say, she's taking pictures. I can see all these hearts and stuff going up. So everybody's like, yo, welcome home. Yeah, so I really don't know what's going on.
Right.
She's like, yeah, so I think she called my mom, and then she called my daughter, and a couple other people's on
Right.
the phone. So I'm like, I'm ready
free.
to go.
Give me
No,
the fuck away
I
from
still
me.
don't know. I still don't really think I'm free yet.
Yeah.
So we drive, and she's like, babe, you want to stop by the so I don't know if you're
KFC?
familiar. No.
Oh.
The Somerset, where the 9/11 plane crashed in Somerset
Okay,
County.
okay, yeah.
This is where I
Oh,
was
yeah,
at,
you're
up
in
the
Pennsylvania,
mountains.
yeah.
So we stopped by the 9/11 Memorial Museum and stuff like that, and you can listen to the recording and stuff. So we stopped by there as a break. When we got into Harrisburg, we stopped by to see my daughter. She was staying with her boyfriend, whatever like that. So the reunion wasn't really there because she had me out on the porch, and I was kind of pissed. I'm like, why I can't come in? She's like, well, but that's a different story. So now we're going to the DMV so I can get my license. So I can get a real license. And I get into DMV and I freeze. And I'm looking around like, damn. And she's like, babe, what's wrong? I was like, I'm free. Now I'm seeing all these faces I hadn't seen in 12 years. You see the same people every day for 12 years. Some of them fall off. They seem to come right back.
Yeah.
Now I'm seeing all these new faces, and it freaks me out a little bit. But it was maybe 3 seconds. And I pop out of it, and I keep moving. And my wife is like, you okay? And I'm like, yeah. She just keep asking me, are you okay?
Yeah.
And I said, I'm good, I'm good,
Yeah.
I'm good. Now I'm ready to get the chicken, Oreo Blizzard.
What you get?
Meatloaf
Give me your first meal breakdown.
That's what it was.
You get the breast first, or you get the wing, or what you go for first?
No,
Not the fucking fries. Please don't say you grabbed the potato wings
I didn't get no
first.
fries. No, I got the meat lovers pizza. What I said I wanted to do, babe. I wanted to
KFC.
get the chicken wing. I wanted to wrap the pizza around
Yeah,
that, and I wanted
yeah.
to dip it into the
Ranch.
Oreo Blizzard.
Oh, now that sounds fucking disgusting.
Disgusting, but it was so good. It was disgusting.
We're gonna try that before you leave.
No, not right. No,
It was bad. It was that bad.
No, it was not bad at all. But I had a sugar rush. I was amped, and so now she's giving me a tour of the house. I'm like, cut
Fuck
the
the
corner.
tour.
Yeah,
Yeah, fuck
like
the
rip. But I'm going
Fuck
along
the
with it.
tour.
Grabbing
Tour
on
me
the
to
booty,
the
going up the
bedroom.
steps.
Yes.
So I leave all my stuff downstairs, and I come home to a dog. I've never had a pet before, so she has.
You trying to come on to some cat? Fuck the dog.
I know, right?
Come on to some cat.
So there's a dog there, and I leave my food down on the table, and the dog gets into the
Of
food.
course. Yeah, of course.
I'm like, you know, so I got resentment to her right now for that. But after that, you know, we made our way to the shower, and she was like, "Dang, I thought you was gonna be like 2 minutes." I said,
Shit.
"No, I made preparations the night before to make
I
sure that
jacked
wasn't
off
gonna happen."
twice. I knew
I
I was
said, "I
gonna be
made
right. Yeah.
preparations, make sure that wasn't gonna happen."
Facts.
And she was like so nervous. I'm like,
We straight.
"Open these lids.
Yeah, we straight.
Turn around.
We straight.
What?
Give it
What are
here.
you doing?
Don't say nothing.
Don't say nothing."
Give it here.
Yep. She was like, "Oh my gosh, I just, you know."
Cause it's a shock for her too. Like
Yeah.
finally, I got my man back.
Yep, yep. And then we started going out in public, and it just kind of like I was just like right back in the groove. Like I've never went to prison. I think 2 days later, 3 days later, I went on an interview. I wanted to like work. I wanted to get some real money.
Yeah.
I went on an interview, man. He interviewed me, man. He was like ready to give me the keys to the office right now. So I stopped him. I was like, "Yo, do you guys check background?" He was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Well, listen, I can't ask you." I said, "You don't gotta ask me. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you." So I gave him the worst one. I said, "Yo, I just got out of prison for murder." He said, "You just got out of prison?" I said, "Yeah, like 3 days ago." He said, "Bro, stop lying." I said, "Bro, I just got out of prison." He said, "Bro, I wouldn't have never
Yeah.
known you had just got out of prison."
Yeah.
He was like, "Yeah, but unfortunately," he's like, "Yeah." I said, "All right." I said, "Listen, I appreciate you giving me this interview."
Right.
I said, "But if I can help you out in any other capacity, you know, please let me know."
Right.
So I go home, right? So I call my wife. I tell him, "Yeah, I had an interview, man. Dude was ready to give me the keys to the office." He calls while I'm on the phone.
Okay.
So I click over. I said, "Hold on, babe, let me call you back." This is him. He called. He said, "Hey," he said, "Look, man, I called corporate." He said, "Man, if you was a serial killer, you wouldn't have got out. They don't care about you killing nobody."
That's real.
I said, "For real?"
Let
He
me
was
hit
like,
that
"Yeah." He
bitch.
said, "They only worry about people that got burglary or robbery charges." I said, "Oh, I ain't even tell you that part." He said, "I said, yeah, that's those." I said, I gave you the worst charges because I thought that was going to end
Yeah.
the interview." I said, "But yeah, I had those too." He was like, "Damn, man." He was like, "All right." He said, "Well, I can't do nothing else for you." And I said, "I appreciate you again."
He
for
tried
going-"
though.
He
That's
tried.
real. That's
he went
real.
the extra step.
That's real.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's real.
Yep, and I appreciated that.
So now, fuck all that. We done with the prison bullshit. We got that out the way. What's your first job when you get out?
What I do, man? Is that the meat distribution center?
Ugh.
I know. I go in there. The first 3 weeks, I can't move. This is a whole different movement for me.
Yeah.
No, I work out in the gym.
Yeah.
It's different muscle.
Yeah.
I got to move hundreds and hundreds of pieces of. I don't even like saying pieces of meat. No homo, no diddy, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
I was
Pause and all that shit them little young kids be saying now.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
too much shit to remember.
Right. So you throwing them on a conveyor belt. You stacking them. You moving here. I'm like, bro, I can't keep doing this. But eventually, my body gets acclimated to it. So now I really filled out for a job to do a forklift.
Right.
So every time this dude gets off this forklift, I run over to the forklift to try to learn how to drive it.
Right.
I'm crashing it. I put it back in its place before I get there, and eventually I get it. I know how to wind it up, put it in reverse.
So you Kalim it basically. You do the same. Kalim does the same thing here. He
Oh
crashes.
yeah. Yep.
Try to put it back like I didn't see him do the shit.
Yep.
Destiny has her headphones in while she's trying to. Yeah, she gonna hear shit.
Oh
Yeah,
damn.
she running the shit.
Right,
I'm
right.
gonna show you. We got big holes in the wall from them too. Yeah, but go ahead.
Yeah, but so I went and applied for that position, and they gave it to me. So that was my position all the way up until like COVID hit.
Moving on up.
Yep, and that was 2020.
So it wasn't a necessity job when COVID hit. Or you just went and did something different.
Well, no, they actually the company got bought out by Cargill. I don't know if you heard. I think they're like the #1 privately owned company in the country.
Okay.
They're Cargill. They was bought out by Cargill. So pretty much everybody had to reapply to keep their job or possibly lose it.
Right.
And I was the ones that lost my job
Yeah. Background.
because of my background.
What you do then? Fuck all that. You still keep on pushing.
Yeah. Damn, babe, what did I do? Oh yeah. So I got a job. I got my CDL license. I did a program where it was accelerated, so I was able to actually get it in a day. I drove down to Missouri. I drove 16 hours down to.
Show me state.
Yep, show me state. I drove down to Missouri. I did this course. I did the maneuvers. I passed it. My wife flew down to St. Louis to visit a cousin, and then I drove from I can't remember the city I was in. Drove to Missouri, and we kind of celebrated there. So we went up into the arch
Okay.
the Arch,
Yeah.
Missouri. Yeah,
Yeah.
we stayed there a few days and stuff like that. Kind of celebrated that. So I started driving for a company called Trans Am. Probably the worst company. I don't even know how they're still in business.
It's crazy.
But
Yeah, you only took a day class and they hired you, so they show shouldn't be in business.
so it should be. Yeah,
Yeah.
I proved I can do it though.
Yeah.
I said accelerate it.
What? You get your CDL. Give me your first nervous moment, like you almost hit some shit or almost fucked up.
I didn't. I didn't. Oh, it was the first
Yeah, I
dock
was
I
gonna
went
say,
to.
get off of that
yeah,
shit,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah, you
First
tried it.
dock I went to, I had to do a blindside parking up into to the dock, and I think I was on like my backup number 12.
Yeah, I say that's all. I how
Like
many
number
times it
12,
took you up.
but there was not a lot of traffic in the yard, so nobody was like blowing a horn for me to get out the way. And I met this other good brother. He drove for Trans Am, and he helped me back in.
Yeah.
And then we exchanged. And he's like, "Yo, if you need to know how to work the Garmin, you know what I'm saying, just give me a call." And we still talk right today.
That's good.
So yeah. He looked out for me
How long you been driving trucks?
since February of 21.
Okay.
Yep. So we moved to Florida from Pennsylvania in January of 21, and I started driving February 8th, 2021, and up there to right now.
That's real.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have the weirdest hours in the world because he likes to drive at night, y'all. Like he likes to. I don't know what he be thinking about.
I don't like to drive at night. I find that is the best option for the type of truck I drive now. It's the best way to do it. To get ahead of traffic, to stop early. I have unlimited parking. I have the parking lot to myself when I pull into a.
So it's
truck
a
stop.
strategic.
It's a strategic move.
Yeah,
I
and you get to maximize your time too because you always grabbing some damn cars. Tell them what you drive, what you do.
Yeah, so I drive for a Delta. I drive a 80-foot car hauler. I pick up new cars.
80-foot.
80-footer. Yeah,
So you ain't 53.
80. It can be 100 sometimes, depending on the overhang of the car on the front and the
What?
overhang of the car on the back. It can be 100 feet. If I go to the back of my truck, my headphones don't even pick up no more. They turn off saying I'm too far away.
That's crazy. Damn, I didn't know you drove that. Like, God,
Yeah. So I got to pull into some weird stops. I'm up in New York. I have to literally offload in a active turning lane.
What?
Traffic is zipping. Yeah, traffic is zipping.
And you have to unload all the cars.
Yeah, and I got to load
What
them
about
all.
that? What about? Yeah, that's what I'm finna go to. What about that one that's all the way at the top
Gotta
that
drive
look
in
like?
reverse, all the way to the top. Set all the decks so they make one continuous ramp, and drive it all the way.
Tell
to
me
the
about your
back.
first time doing that.
Well, the first time I drove up back, my father-in-law, my wife's father, taught me. So we was at the BMW plant in Greer, South Carolina. And he's like, "Yo, you want to do this now?" I said, "Yeah, man, give me the keys, man." So I pull all the way up there perfectly. He said, "Damn," he said, "that's good." He said, "I put the second one on." Now the second one I have to drive on regular. Bruh, I came this close. He said I couldn't even put a finger between the bumper and the railing on the side of the truck before he was about to F this car. It's a $100,000 car. M4. I think it was an M4.
What happens
like
if you hit it? Like, do they take it out your check? Like, what happens?
No, so I'm a company driver.
Oh, insurance.
So the insurance
Okay.
covers that. They write those taxes off at the end of the year or whatever. But you don't want to get a lot on your record,
Yeah, they're gonna
get-
demote
get
your
it
ass.
filed. Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, we love them tax write-offs around this place.
Right,
We love that.
Wow, yeah, I love that.
Let's
too.
talk about your most accomplished feeling, because you know what I'm saying, like you doing the damn thing. I'm doing it now. I'm out here. I'm on the road. I'm driving. When did you get that? I'm actually free. I'm doing this. I'm driving. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I'm back.
It was probably August of 2021. So it was after my wife's dad.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know, right? After my husband's.
We say
I mean,
pause.
I'm
Pause.
still messing up.
Pause. No Diddy.
I know, right? After my wife's father trained me, and I got into the truck by myself. Now, unfortunately, my first load, I effed up a car.
Okay.
Yeah, I turned.
I knew it. I knew you was you with that too smooth for school shit. I knew you fucked
yeah.
up somewhere.
Yeah, he's like, "Yo, you call a place you never been to, or you call before you go in, because they might not want you to go in." So, and that's what happened. I went into a place and I turned in, and then I tried to call. He's like, "No, you gotta back out." So when I backed out, it was a sharp turn, and the pole from the truck pierced the back. It was a Kia, pierced the back of the hatchback of it, and that was my first accident, my very first trip. So, of course, after I got those first couple of checks, I was like, "Bruh, this is what's up.
Not bad.
This is not bad. I can do this." But as you do it, you stay out on the road. Now you're trying to like chase money So I'm like, yo, the longer I can stay out, the more money I can make, which is contributing to the household. I want to be a contributor now. I know I just can't come back and be the head of household.
Right, right,
Even though my wife's like, babe, you can come in here and take over this joint.
right,
But I know I'm not mentally ready to do that yet, and I wasn't financially ready to do that yet.
right.
So I kind of put myself on the back burner, and I just called myself a contributor so I can help out until I can get back into that status.
Well, we ain't doing we ain't no contributors no more. So we
Right,
ain't doing
right,
that.
right.
We ain't doing that. I just love your story. Like I want to dig so deep. I mean, it's gonna take a couple episodes, but man, it's inspiring.
Mm-hmm.
Like I ain't gonna even bullshit you. It's really inspiring because you really endurance.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, tell your wife that she can't be having her phone on while we shooting our podcast, please.
Babe, I told you before this joint started.
So us meeting, what made you want to invest and build and do stuff with me? Like, I mean, I know I'm Himothy Jones, you know what I'm saying? But what made you?
There was a couple of keywords. So when I met your wife, you know, and you know, she said, you know, you guys was in Texas, and then you moved to Arkansas. I'm like, is there any black people in Arkansas? Like, why did y'all go to Arkansas? And you know, she was like, yeah. She said, you know, my husband does a lot of good things. You know, and then I think, you know, one of the workers there at the carousel, you know, said something to me. He was like, yeah, 50 years old. And I'm like, dang, okay, we're about the same age. So then, when I got a chance to talk to her, you were like, yeah, I got several little businesses going on. I'm like, damn, how can I be? I'm 50, and I'm 50 also. You know, I want to, how do you do it?
You older than 50, but go ahead.
Yeah, I'm older than 50.
Yeah, keep the story going. It's cool.
Yeah. But when
You look
said
good
50,
though. No Diddy. You know,
Yeah.
black don't crack. You know what I'm saying? But
Thank you. So then that made me inquisitive on we're the same age, and I know I'm starting over. Why not talk to you and
Right.
see what it is? And as you started breaking the system down to me, I was like, I've always knew it. I just never had anybody to sit down and take the time and
Yeah.
and explain it to me like that. And it makes sense.
yeah,
And that just made me more curious. And one thing that you said, you probably don't remember that you said it to me, like, bro, you can do anything you effing want to.
can
You do anything you want to.
Yeah.
Quit limiting yourself.
yeah.
My wife tells me that all the time
Yeah.
too. But when you said it too, I'm like, I can. Let me pick his mind some more to see. And everything that you told me has been right on point. It's never wavered. It's never faltered. I don't see anything that's a lie.
Yeah.
I don't really need to go back and research because you send me you send me videos and stuff on what you told me.
Yeah.
And it's like that.
Yeah.
And that's what makes me want to invest. I asked my wife. She was a little skeptical at first. But
We're gonna say that for when she come on in just a little bit. We're gonna
Okay.
say that though. We're gonna get there.
Yeah. But I was ready to go. You know, I was ready to go all in. I said I need this for my story.
Yeah.
I need this to get over. As you said earlier, you know, I was here, I've come here, and now I'm working my way back up.
Yeah. I tend to on vacation, man. You know, I tend to not really talk a lot about what we do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I do. You know, I've done some investments with people. You know, from sandals, but it's a lot of riffraff there, bro. Like it'd be a bunch of liars.
Yeah.
It'd be a bunch. Oh, I'm a billionaire. I created stories for Instagram. I created Facebook. You know what I'm saying? So I just be like, oh, I'm just in real estate and I keep it pushing.
Right.
But what made me really gravitate to you, you was like, bro, I just want to learn. You was like, I don't have a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
I have this though. My wife has this, but my wife gonna rock with me. So we got enough to get, you know, because I told you at first, and I'm gonna tell this story. You was like, I got 50. I was like, yeah, we not gonna be able to do nothing with 50, bro. Like, you know, you could take my course for 50, you know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna do nothing for 50. And you say, shit, my wife got about 250. I'll be right back. Let me go talk. Because y'all were in the midst of finna buy a laundromat.
Yeah.
And your wife was actually doing the numbers because she made them send the bank statements because they was bullshitting y'all with the numbers.
Yep.
And we were actually kind of, God is real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I tell you that all the time, like, what's meant to be is going to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we had such a good conversation, and you was like, let me go talk to my wife for a second. You came back in that room, hey, we got about 300,000. We ready to go. I say slow. Then I knew it was real then, because that's how I be.
Right.
I be like, when I'm let's go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So then I had to slow you down, and I had to then break down the nuances,
Yep.
because I turn down more money than I take. And people don't understand that, because I created Prime Global because I wanted to make my friends wealthy, not rich. I have rich friends, and I have extremely wealthy friends, but I wanted to make my sisters, my aunties, my normal people, my friends, I wanted to make them wealthy and let them understand about buying their time back and financial freedom. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the whole Prime Global was about. So a lot of times, if I don't get a good vibe about a person, I just don't take their money. You know what I'm saying? Right. I just, and they don't understand that, because everybody thinks, you gotta take my 500,000, you gotta take my million. Right. You know, and my wife showed me something on Paul Pierce earlier, which we declined his money because of what just got in trouble for. I'm like, every time we meet him, sloppy damn drunk. Every time we talk to him, you gotta repeat what you're saying. This isn't a good representation of Prime Global.
Right.
The main reason we have Tony Allen, because he's the exact opposite. He grinds, he hustles, he does what he says. He's always accountable. If he says he's gonna come, he comes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we gotta watch who we take and what we do, because we're trying to build a brand.
Right.
I'm not just trying to take everybody money. I'm trying to build a for real live, dependable machine.
Yeah.
And it takes people like you to do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what made me say okay to you, because I don't get up and go to breakfast for nobody.
As what your wife said.
You know, and when we sat down there at breakfast and I left, I told my wife, I say, I'm going to be able to use him to be another version of myself, and he has the know-how and want to be way better than what he ever thought he can be. That's why I told you, you can do any fucking thing you want. Bro, it's no limit.
I'm seeing.
It's no fucking limit.
I'm seeing, yes.
And you wait till tonight, what you see tonight at this game. So it's that's what I want to, and it's just not, I focus on our people, you know, because we so used to living in the matrix. So I try to big up black young men. I try to teach them how to, you know, get in real estate and change their life, be a contractor, be a electrician, be a this and that there. But this is for anybody. This is for anybody who gets it. You know, and like I told you, the first thing you said was, you was like, hey, I got some friends that would love to invest in this. I said, what kind of people are they though?
Yeah.
Because if I can't, we talked about your guy who has a landscape company. If I can't get your money and give you money and grow your business too, I feel like it's one-sided.
Right.
I'm going to give you investment dollars back, dividends and growth, but if he owns a lawn care and he's making a substantial amount of money, let's do it down here. Now every building I build, you have a version of your company down here. You pressure wash. Now we're going to do your pressure wash shop here. And yeah, we're going to run them in the beginning, but then we're going to have them all over, every state. So if I can't grow you, I don't just want to take your money and use you.
Right.
That's why we've turned down so much money. When God says right, it's going to hit. It ain't about what you say, I say, or what.
I love that.
We're going to be $1 billion fund. It's just who's going to be there.
Right.
Because I ain't going to have no bullshit people with me. As you see when you come in here, I represent well. I represent well.
Yeah.
Everybody here, nobody tries to outdo each other. We enhance each other.
Right.
Like Danny. Danny came in and just totally took over. Nobody said nothing.
Right.
Everybody fell into place.
Yeah.
Because when you're right, you're right. Ain't no, my wife had a statement. She said, baby, everybody can't be the principal. She said, little do you know, my wife taught for 11 years. She like, little do you know, the janitor is the most important person in the building.
Mm.
That's why I treat the janitor like the principal.
Right.
I don't care how much money I got, bro. I'm going to be God first, family second, integrity third. I don't give a fuck, because money don't make me, bro. I've been broke as shit. I've been put out of 100 houses, and now I own more than 100. You can't tell me what God won't allow you to do. My first seat at the Grizz, I was 10 rows from the fucking rafters. Now I got 6 seats courtside, 2 in the second row, and we own the Prime Global Group Club. You can't fucking tell me what our Lord won't do. Mm-hmm. It's impossible. You can't stop me.